Hi. Thanks for dropping by. To all that are new here, welcome. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. All right, I'm not going to take too much of your time. This is the My Read a Minute, so I'm going to take minutes, okay? But I want to talk about Dr. Heavenly's son, okay? Not going to waste your time, but let's get into this intro first. Well, welcome back. Again, I wanted to talk about Dr. Heavenly's son. Well, first, let me get into Dr. Heavenly because my feelings are hurt. And the reason why my feelings are hurt is because, first of all, I go up for Dr. Heavenly. I will go toe to toe with anybody that talks about Dr. Heavenly. Now, I know she's messy. I know she's messy and she tries to keep drama started. She tries to produce. She does stuff. She's just all over the place. But I don't know. It's something about her that I like. I think she reminds me of someone. Is she a Gemini? I don't know. Anywho, I'm a little disappointed in her only because I feel like when she was addressed for something, she didn't tell the truth. My personal opinion, I don't believe she was telling the truth. Anyway, if y'all haven't heard or if y'all been under a rock, the content creator Lakeisha Keisha has blown down the doors on what has been going on in Dr. Heavenly's son's life for the last 2 years. Okay. Um, just to give you a quick recap, in 2023, he was arrested. This is Damon Grimes Jr. He was arrested for assault and an attempt to run over a police officer, I think, something like that. Anyway, um, that happened in 2023. However, something has popped up now. I think he's just been indicted or just been charged. It's just coming up. Maybe they postponed it as long as they could. And now that's actually in the courts. It's going through the process and it's 2025. So that's why I guess it showed up on somebody's radar. Anyway, he's been indicted. He's been actually charged with this. So initially, when it was first brought up to Dr. Heavenly, her first failure, she was on Spill It Boys channel. Okay. And he gave her an opportunity to tell us what she wanted us to know. Well, she played dumb. Okay. She said, I don't know nothing about it. I know I saw the same thing y'all saw. And my heart jumped and I was scared and I called my boys and I could tell by her voice that it didn't even sound like Dr. Emily. Like, who is this chick? Anyway, I called my boys and we fine over here. We fine. So he even went back and said, so this is fake news. She said, well, I don't know nothing about it, because, I called my boys because I wanted to know because I thought maybe it could have been one of them. If I had to be one, I knew which one it could be. So I called him. He was like, no, mom, I'm fine. I'm here. So she said she called the baby boy, made sure he was fine. And she said, we fine over here. She said, I was scared. So then she wanted to play dumb. Well, she didn't know how much was going to come out. She probably didn't think it was going to come out at all because it had been 2 years. Well, probably because they probably kept postponing it until they couldn't postpone it anymore. I'm sure that's what's happened. Like they just keeps postponing. So by the time you get to it, it's kind of like died down. You have something to tell the judge. I've been on the right track. I've gone to classes. I've gone to, it gives you time to get, stuff together before you actually go and face what you're going to have to face. Anywho, so that Lakeisha Keisha came back again with more documents and a mugshot. Okay, because Dr. Heavenly was basically saying that her son hadn't gotten arrested. Well, she comes back this time, and I think she's on Carlos King's podcast. I don't know what they were talking about, but he brought it up just to get it out there. And her thing was, well, yeah, did something did happen, but I thought it was something that happened like immediately, but this was years ago. Just two. She might say, "This was years ago, and I didn't know nothing about it, and my and Damon took care of it." She said, "And you know, and that's why I love him because he takes care of stuff, and I ain't got to worry about." Mhm. Okay, Dr. Heavenly, how long did it take you to think about how you should react once you find out the truth and how you wanted it to be conveyed in the YouTube streets? Mhm. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Dr. Heavenly because I felt like at that point, she just should have been a straight shooter. Yes, I thought it was something recent. That was from a long time ago because this is how I would have played it. And maybe you might have caught me off guard the first time it came out because I'm thinking to myself, oh Lord, they didn't found it. Let me get my story together. I might have acted like that, maybe off the back, not knowing what was going to be asked of me. But the second time, you're like, you know what? That's right. I don't know why I thought this was something new that was in the blogs, but no, that is an old case. My boy got into something he shouldn't have got into. He's working it out now. He's got his legal team, and we're gonna pray that everything works out. I would have left it at that. Not that, oh, Damon took care of it, and that's why I love him, and blah 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 blah. So, mind you, I get maybe you don't want to speak on things that are about your children. Because, no matter what age your child is, you going to go up for your child 30, 40, 50, right? That that person is still going to be your child now. To everybody else, he's an adult, but you don't see him like that. I get it. He is still her baby. Even though the one that is practicing dentistry with her, she even went in conversation. She was like, "Yeah, and I call my baby boy." He's not a baby boy. He's a grown ass man. Okay. But that's how she sees her children. And that's how most people see their children. So I get it. And parents will protect theirs. Okay. Um, However, he is fair game. He's 30 years old. Nobody's talking about no 13-year-old, you know what I mean? Or even 23-year-old. Okay. He's in his 30s. And I just felt like Dr. Heavenly she tries to be so real, right? Then she couldn't be real with this. And I don't know. A part of me says, okay, maybe she was just trying to protect her son. But secondly, like once it was out, okay, once it was out and you saw the documents, okay, that you knew that they had him, they had his information out there. Then what you should have said was, you know what? I was thinking this was something new that they thought like he was just arrested like the other day because I would have played that off. Yes, I do know about this. This happened a couple of years ago, and we have been going back to court, trying to get this hashed out. It's been in the courts for a couple of years, and we hope to put this to bed. We pray that everything works out. I would have played it off like that, and that's my son, and I would have still been Mama Bear. That's my son, okay, and don't come for my son. He did something messed up, but guess what? He got family to back him. Me and his dad. Okay? I would have came across like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and maybe it thrown back at, whoever dug it up. Like, I hope nobody ever comes after your children like that and puts it out there, regardless of how old they get. You know what I'm saying? I would have just thrown it around. You know what I mean? I think that's how I would have get it. But she disappointed me and I don't know how to feel about that. So anyway, this just and then that rolls over into the biracial children. Where they at? Because she said she don't know nothing about them either. We can't go by what you know about anymore, Dr. Heavenly. So you need to come clean. If there are biracial children out there, babies or what have you, granted they're babies, we're not going to talk about the children, but if it's Dr. Damon ain't who he say he is, Mr. Squeaky Clean Dr. Damon, be true. Be truthful. Be truthful. So, I don't know. What do y'all think? Now that we know how Dr. Heavenly will lie, she will lie and think nothing of it. What do y'all think? Are there biracial children out there? Right now, I'm like, it might be. So, there's that. Y'all leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. I'm so disappointed. Anyway. With that being said, everyone be blessed. Peace.